Hi. Now in this video we are going to discuss about mining pool. So let's start. So this is our blockchain network and the people that you are seeing in this blockchain network, we are assuming that these all people are actually miners. Now who are miners? We have talked about it that miners are the people who are solving a mathematical problem. And what is that mathematical problem? That mathematical problem is to solve for a nonce or to solve for a hash which is below the target, right? And we have discussed everything in detail in our previous video. So if you have not watched the previous videos, please watch the previous videos as well. In the previous video, we also talked about that these miners who are actually participating in the blockchain network in the mining process, they require some form of technologies, right? So let's say these are different miners. They all have different type of technology. Some of them are using CPUs, some of them are using GPUs, some of them are using ASIC. Now the problem arises when there is unequal distribution of hashing power. Now what do I mean by that? So let's say all these miners were actually mining by using some GPU technology because GPU is cheaper technology. So these miners can afford GPUs only. So what they did, they started using GPUs. Okay, so they are enjoying their Bitcoin mining by using GPU only. But after some time, what happened? Some big companies comes into picture, and these big company started using ASIC technologies or big mining technologies in order to mine Bitcoin. So these companies that you are seeing on your screen, these are actually people or big corporation who have millions, or not I will say millions, but thousands of miners working under them, and they are using powerful technologies like ASIC, or let's say GPUs or some form of powerful technologies in order to mine. Now, if you will see in this case, these miners that are not part of these big mining corporation, they do not have enough power, they do not have enough technologies or means in order to compete with these big corporation, right? Why? Because these big corporations, since they are using powerful technologies, so they might be mining, let's say in 1 second they are mining, let's say 1 trillion hashes per second. But these miners who are working alone at their home, they are able to mine only, let's say, thousands of hashes per second. So the probability of winning definitely is higher for these big corporations and not with these individual miners, right, who are mining alone at their home. So what these miners can do is they can form a mining pool. Okay, so you can see that these miners, they have formed a mining pool. In the same way, this big corporation also thought, okay, why not to increase my power, and they also become a part of this mining pool. Now, what is this mining pool all about? So it is a pool of miners where all the miners, like these miners, let's say these 4 miners, has actually formed a group, and now they are solving the mathematical problem as a group. So these miners are not solving the mathematical problem alone, but these miners are actually combining all their power, and they are using all their power in order to solve this mathematical problem. And that's how they are now, I will say, they are now as much as powerful as these big corporations, because definitely I am showing you only 4 miners here, but in the mining pool you can have thousands of miners or even lakhs of miners. Okay, so they can now compete with these big corporations who are actually using hi-fi technologies, like powerful technologies for mining. Okay, now let us also discuss some more benefits of mining pools. First benefit is that you don't have to buy costly equipments. Now, since you are working as a group, so earlier you might need to buy an ASIC so that you can mine, right? You can compete with these big powerful corporations. But now you can form a group, and by forming a group, you are now equally powerful as those corporations, because you are combining all the technologies and you are like working as a group now. Okay, second is that you don't have to worry about mining setup. Now let's say you are you are at your home and you want to mine, but you do not want to have a heavy setup of big technologies at your home or something like that. So what you can do is you can join these mining pool. Okay, and then you have to pay some amount of fees to these mining pool, because definitely you are using all their software and everything. They will provide you with each and everything. You have to just start your computer now and you have to just start mining. Okay, so they will provide you with everything, so you don't have to worry about these mining setup, about the software, about the hardware and everything. You have to simply have a computer or a simple technologies, and now you can be a part of this mining pool. Now, the third thing is that distribution of rewards is according to the mining power. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's say these four miners are, mining for a Bitcoin. And let's say this miner is using some powerful technologies like ASIC. Okay. So now definitely he has, he's using much more. He's using much more hashing rate in order to solve for this mathematical problem, right? Definitely these three people are also using, let's say these three people are using GPUs only, and but he is using ASIC. So definitely he's actually making, he's actually utilizing the most power, and he's actually giving most to the group, right? For mining, right? He's working most as compared to these, because GPUs, as we have discussed, has a hashing rate of gigahertz, not hertz, actually giga hashes per second, but an ASIC has a hashing rate of 1 trillion hashes per second, right? So definitely he is actually using a lot of power. So in this case, if they will solve this mathematical problem, and if they will get a reward in terms of Bitcoin, so definitely in that case, this miner will be definitely given much more amount of Bitcoin as compared to these three miners combined, right? Because he has used much more technologies, much more power actually, in order to mine this Bitcoin. So it is like the effort you are going to put, the reward you are going to get accordingly only. Okay. And the fourth point is that there is no wastage of power, since all these miners can, as you can see, that all these four miners are solving the same mathematical problem, right? But this mathematical problem will be divided among all these four people, and which we will discuss in our upcoming videos. But for now, let's say this mathematical problem is, let's say, this mathematical problem is of, let's say, 100 meter, just an example to give you. So 25 meter will be given to him, 25 meter will be given to him, 25 meter will be given to him, and 25 meter will be given to him, so that they can equally work on these problems. So they are not, they are not solving the same mathematical problem, means there is no repetition of work here, right? So this work will be divided equally among all these four people, and they will start solving the mathematical problem in this way. And let me show you the different hash rate that we have currently. Okay, so this is for Bitcoin. So I'm on this website, blockchain.com/pools, and here you can see that these are different mining pools. So here you can see that these different mining pools, they have a different hash rate, and this unknown is actually occupying the major portion here, right? So he is the most powerful, I will say, in this hash distribution. And then we have this ant pool, via BTC. So there are different mining pools at this point of time. Now you must be thinking that if this unknown is the most powerful one, why not to join this unknown mining pool, right? So that you will have higher chances of winning. But in that way, you have to also think that since this unknown is, this is a big mining pool, so definitely the distribution of reward will be done accordingly, right? So if, let's say, you also won a reward, but that reward will be divided among all the participants all around, among all the miners who are the part of this big mining pool, right? So the distribution will be done accordingly, and in that way you will be getting less amount of reward, because there are more number of people, right? Or let's say more big technology they are using. In that case, they will be given much more reward than you, if you are a small part of this mining pool. So here you can see much more information about it. Definitely there is much more to explore on this blockchainexplore.com. Do visit to this website. You will learn a lot about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and different cryptocurrencies, about their hash rate and everything else. So if you have liked this video, please click on that like button. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, because I'm regularly going to upload new courses on blockchain on this channel. If you want to directly interact with me, there is an Instagram ID given in the description of this video. You can join there and you can directly interact with me. Or if you want to join our blockchain developer community, a Discord link is given in the description. You can join from that also. So meet you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.